We have breaking news this morning about a beloved breakfast staple. The FDA just issued a warning about contaminated peanut butter after another multi-state outbreak sent Americans to the hospital. But pour the wrong jar, and what you are really eating is hydrogenated oils linked to heart disease, mold toxins that attack your liver, and bacteria that has killed people. For seniors managing cholesterol, or families spreading this on their kids' sandwiches every morning, this is not just empty calories. It is a health risk hiding in plain sight on your kitchen shelf. Peanut butter should be simple. Peanuts ground into paste, maybe some salt, that is it. But the major brands turned this simple food into a chemistry experiment. Added sugars, processed oils, emulsifiers, preservatives, ingredients you cannot pronounce, serving purposes that have nothing to do with nutrition. And when contamination strikes, those same companies that added all those extras somehow could not keep bacteria out of their factories. In today's video, we are exposing 10 peanut butter brands you should never eat, even if they have been in your pantry for decades. Stay tuned till the end, because we will also reveal 3 brands that are actually clean, tested, and worth your trust. Number 10. Jif, America's best-selling peanut butter. The brand that built an empire on 4 simple words. Choosy moms choose Jif. For over 70 years, that iconic red cap has been a fixture in American kitchens. Billions of jars sold. If choosy moms trust it, it must be safe. Then in May 2022, the FDA announced what was really happening inside those jars. Salmonella contamination traced directly to Jif peanut butter produced at the Smucker Company facility in Lexington, Kentucky. The Centers for Disease Control confirmed 21 people infected across 17 states. 4 were hospitalized. Of those interviewed, 100% reported eating Jif brand peanut butter before getting sick. The recall was massive. Millions of jars pulled from shelves nationwide, but it did not stop there. In January 2023, the FDA issued a formal warning letter to Smucker after inspectors found serious violations at the production facility. Conditions that allowed salmonella to spread through the factory. The company that told choosy moms to trust them had failed basic food safety protocols. The recall expanded beyond just Jif jars. 18 other companies that use Jif peanut butter as an ingredient in their products also issued recalls. Cookies, snack cups, chocolate products. The contamination spread through the entire supply chain. Look at the ingredients on a regular Jif label. Roasted peanuts, sugar, fully hydrogenated vegetable oils including rapeseed and soybean, mono and diglycerides, and salt. Real peanut butter needs one ingredient: peanuts, maybe salt. Jif adds sugar and highly processed hydrogenated oils to prevent separation. Those hydrogenated oils are associated with elevated cholesterol and increased heart disease risk. The mono and diglycerides used as emulsifiers can contain trace amounts of trans fats. For seniors managing heart health, those hidden fats accumulate with every sandwich. For diabetics, the added sugar spikes blood glucose unnecessarily. For families who trusted that marketing slogan for generations, choosy moms were choosing added chemicals. Salmonella outbreak plus unnecessary additives equals a brand that prioritizes shelf stability over your health. Drop a comment if you have Jif in your pantry right now. Let us see how many kitchens trusted that red cap. America's favorite peanut butter hiding industrial ingredients. But wait until you see what metal fragments were found inside the next brand. Number 9. Skippy. That blue lid, that creamy texture that spreads without sticking. Skippy positioned itself as the fun peanut butter, the one kids love, the one that does not need stirring. Convenient, reliable, safe. In March 2022, Skippy Foods announced a voluntary recall of over 161,000 pounds of peanut butter. The reason was disturbing. Stainless steel fragments from manufacturing equipment had potentially contaminated the product. Metal pieces in your peanut butter. The recall covered 3 product lines distributed to 18 states, including California, New York, Florida, and Illinois. The affected products included Skippy Reduced Fat Creamy, Skippy Reduced Fat Chunky, and Skippy Creamy peanut butter blended with plant protein. While the company stated no consumer complaints had been received, they had to pull over 9,000 cases from stores because their own detection systems found the problem. This was not the first time. Back in 2015, Skippy had to recall 153 cases of products after metal shavings were discovered at their Little Rock plant. Products that were supposed to be destroyed somehow slipped out of the facility and ended up in stores. Twice in 7 years, metal contamination reached consumers or came dangerously close. Now examine the label. The ingredient list read roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils, including cottonseed, soybean and rapeseed oil, and salt. The regular Skippy formula contains fully hydrogenated oils. These highly processed fats are added specifically to prevent that natural oil separation you see in real peanut butter. The processing involves exposing oils to temperatures between 500 and 1000 degrees Fahrenheit while bubbling hydrogen through them using a metallic catalyst, usually nickel. That is not food preparation. That is industrial chemistry performed on what should be a simple natural product. For children eating Skippy daily in their school lunches, those processed oils are building up in developing bodies. For seniors trying to protect cardiovascular health, saturated fats from hydrogenated oils contribute to arterial plaque buildup. Metal fragments plus industrial processing equals convenience at a dangerous cost. Skip the convenience. But the next brand scandal was so severe it resulted in the largest food safety fine in American history at the time. Number 8. Peter Pan. That flying boy on the label. The brand named after a character who never grows up. Peter Pan peanut butter has been around since 1928, nearly a century of trust. Generations of families spreading it on bread. Then 2007 happened. The FDA announced a nationwide salmonella outbreak traced to Peter Pan and Great Value peanut butter, both manufactured at ConAgra's facility in Sylvester, Georgia. 628 people across 47 states were infected. 21% required hospitalization. The contamination was catastrophic. ConAgra recalled all peanut butter manufactured at that facility going back to 2004. 3 years of production, all of it potentially contaminated. Investigators discovered the cause. A leaky roof and a malfunctioning sprinkler system allowed moisture into the facility and allowed salmonella to grow on raw peanuts. But here's the damning part. ConAgra knew there were problems. Internal testing in October 2004 revealed salmonella. The company identified a faulty peanut roaster, a storm-damaged sugar silo, and that leaky roof. Yet production continued. Shipments continued. For over 2 years after discovering salmonella in their own facility, they kept selling. The prosecutor stated the company continued shipments despite lab tests that had twice detected salmonella. In 2016, ConAgra pleaded guilty to federal criminal charges and paid $11.2 million, the largest fine ever in a food safety case at that time. The company admitted to shipping adulterated food. Peter Pan vanished from store shelves for 6 months. The brand that never grew up nearly died. Now look at the current ingredients. Roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils, including both fully hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated cottonseed oil, and salt. Partially hydrogenated oils contain trans fats. The American Heart Association states trans fats raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and increase heart disease risk. Peter Pan is one of the few major brands still listing partially hydrogenated oil on its label. For seniors with cardiovascular concerns, that is a direct threat. For families who switched back after the recall ended, you return to a product still containing trans fat precursors. A criminal conviction plus trans fat ingredients equals a brand that learned nothing. But the next brand's contamination was even deadlier. People did not just get sick, they died. Number 7. Store brand peanut butter from unknown suppliers. Most store brands do not manufacture their own peanut butter. They contract with suppliers who produce under private labels. You buy the store's name. Someone else entirely made the product. In 2008 and 2009, one supplier committed what prosecutors called the most egregious food safety crimes in American history. The Peanut Corporation of America supplied peanut butter to hundreds of companies. Their products ended up in crackers, cookies, ice cream, and snack food sold under well-known brand names. 9 people died. Over 700 people fell ill across 46 states. Nearly 4,000 products were recalled in what became the most extensive food recall in United States history up to that time. The Food and Drug Administration found horrifying conditions at their Blakely, Georgia plant. Roaches, rodents, a leaky roof directly over production equipment, raw peanuts stored exposed to contamination. But the true crime was the cover-up. Company emails showed executives knew about salmonella and shipped the product anyway. When laboratory tests came back positive, they retested until results came back negative, then sold the batch. Chief Executive Officer Stuart Parnell wrote the words, "Just ship it," when told products were delayed for testing. He received 28 years in prison, the longest sentence ever in a food safety case. His brother received 20 years. The company filed for bankruptcy. Great Value Peanut Butter was also implicated in the 2007 Peter Pan outbreak because ConAgra manufactured both at the same contaminated facility. Store brands can be safe, but they require trusting an invisible supply chain you cannot verify. For budget-conscious families, that low price might mean unknown sourcing from companies you have never heard of. Savings mean nothing if the product sends you to the hospital, but the next brand hides something in plain sight. Number 6. Reese's Peanut Butter Spread. The orange and brown packaging and that beloved candy brand name make this seem like an obvious choice for your pantry if you love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Spread that famous flavor on anything, but read the label carefully. This is not actually classified as peanut butter. It is peanut butter spread. That distinction matters legally and nutritionally. FDA regulations require products labeled peanut butter to contain at least 90% peanuts. Reese's Peanut Butter Spread does not meet that threshold. International labeling shows roughly 65% peanuts. What fills the gap is sugar, listed as the second ingredient, followed by hydrogenated vegetable oils. The product contains more sweeteners and processed oils than standard peanut butter. The full ingredient list reads: peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, salt, peanut oil, molasses, and monoglycerides. Real peanut butter does not need emulsifiers because the natural oils remain stable when stored properly. 2 tablespoons contain 4 grams of added sugar. That is more than most peanut butters. For people with diabetes, this spread can spike blood glucose while appearing to be a protein source. For children, this trains their taste buds to expect dessert-level sweetness from what looks like breakfast food. For anyone counting calories, those hidden sugars add up across every sandwich and spoonful. The Reese's brand tricks your brain into thinking candy equals health food. It does not. This candy brand peanut spread is hiding added sugars. The next brand charges premium prices for something disturbing. Number 5. Bulk bin, grind your own peanut butter. This might surprise you. The grind your own stations at health food stores seem like the purest option. You watch the peanuts go in. You watch the butter come out. Nothing added. No ingredients list because there are no added ingredients. Just peanuts. Sounds perfect. Here's what you do not see. Those peanuts sitting in open bins are exposed to air, moisture, and temperature fluctuations for extended periods. Some bins sit for weeks before being refilled. Perfect conditions for mold growth. Certain molds produce aflatoxins, among the most carcinogenic substances known. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies them as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as tobacco. Aflatoxins attack the liver and can cause cancer with repeated exposure over time. The FDA sets a limit of 20 parts per billion for aflatoxins in peanut products. Major manufacturers test their supplies before processing. They have laboratories and quality control protocols. But those bulk bins, the do-it-yourself peanut butter machines you see in health food stores, are susceptible to aflatoxin contamination if the machines are not thoroughly cleaned regularly and the peanuts are allowed to sit in them for long periods of time. You have no idea how long they have been exposed or what conditions they experienced during shipping and storage. Independent testing has found that grind your own peanut butter from bulk bins tends to test higher for aflatoxins since the peanuts sit for long periods in warm environments. The major brands have problems, but they at least maintain testing protocols. That grind-it-yourself machine offers zero verification of what you are actually eating. For immunocompromised individuals, aflatoxin exposure is particularly dangerous. For seniors whose liver function may be declining, cumulative exposure accelerates damage. The natural label does not guarantee safety when storage conditions are uncontrolled, but the next brand combines multiple problems into one jar. Number 4. Reduced fat peanut butters. The yellow labels, the health claims, less fat, same great taste. For decades, reduced fat products seemed like the smart choice. Less fat means fewer calories, right? Wrong. When manufacturers remove fat from peanut butter, they replace it with sugar and fillers. Look at Jif reduced fat. The jar states 60% peanuts. 60%. Regular peanut butter is over 90%. What fills the gap? Corn syrup solids, sugar. Pea protein to maintain the protein number. Fully hydrogenated oils. You are paying for a product barely more than half peanuts. The rest is sweeteners and fillers engineered to make up for the missing fat. Skippy reduced fat has similar issues and was among the products recalled for metal fragments in 2022. The irony is brutal. People buy reduced fat thinking they are healthier. They end up consuming more sugar, more processed ingredients, and less actual peanuts. For diabetics, manufacturers replace natural fats with blood sugar spiking sweeteners. That is the opposite of a health improvement. For families, reduced fat is a marketing trick designed to exploit health concerns. The fat in peanuts is mostly monounsaturated, the same heart-healthy type in olive oil. Removing that beneficial fat and adding corn syrup is not an improvement. It is a downgrade sold as an upgrade. Reduced fat equals reduced peanuts plus added sugar, but the next category takes transformation even further. Number 3. Flavored and sweetened peanut butter spreads. This covers brands that have transformed peanut butter into candy. Dessert-style flavored peanut butter spreads, chocolate hazelnut spreads, and honey-roasted versions often have more sweeteners than honey. In many products, sugar and molasses appear on the ingredient list before honey. You are eating sugar with honey flavoring, not honey with peanuts. Some chocolate peanut butter spreads contain more sugar than candy bars. The macronutrient label often shows 7 to 8 grams of sugar per serving, nearly 2 teaspoons per 2 tablespoons. Spread that on bread with jelly, and you are eating dessert. For children whose parents think peanut butter is healthy protein, flavored versions deliver more sugar than nutrition. For people with diabetes managing blood sugar, these products create glucose spikes disguised as protein servings. When the ingredient list reads like a candy recipe, it is not peanut butter anymore. But the next problem is the one plaguing every major recall. Number 2. Improperly stored peanut butter. This is not about brands. This is about your kitchen. Peanut butter seems immortal. That jar sits in the pantry for months. You open it, scoop some out, and leave it on the counter. It looks fine. It must be fine. Natural peanut butter has no preservatives. Once opened, the oils oxidize. Exposure to air, light, and warmth accelerates rancidity. Rancid oils contain oxidized compounds that promote inflammation. More critically, improper storage creates conditions for mold growth. The Food and Drug Administration has never recorded a human aflatoxin illness outbreak from commercially produced United States peanut butter. That record exists because of testing and proper handling during manufacturing. Your kitchen lacks those controls. Natural peanut butter should be refrigerated after opening. The oil separation everyone complains about shows no stabilizers were added. Most people store it at room temperature for convenience. Any natural peanut butter left open for more than 3 months at room temperature should be replaced. Your own storage can create the problems manufacturers try to prevent. Number 1. The brand you trust without questioning. This is the most dangerous peanut butter in your kitchen. Whatever jar you grab without thinking, without reading the label, without checking ingredients. The peanut butter industry spends billions on marketing, and those jingles work. Consumer trust becomes automatic. You buy what your parents bought. That trust enabled every outbreak we discussed. People ate Jif without questioning, because choosy moms choose Jif. People spread Peter Pan without reading recall notices. People bought products supplied by the Peanut Corporation of America because price mattered more than sourcing. Every scandal happened because consumers trusted without verifying. The FDA cannot test every jar or inspect every facility. They rely on manufacturers to police themselves. When that fails, people die. The most dangerous peanut butter is not a specific brand. It is any brand you consume on autopilot. Now go check your kitchen. If you have any of these brands or products, do not finish the jar. Your health is worth more than whatever remains. But do not panic. Some companies still prioritize safety. These 3 brands earned their place through transparency, minimal processing, and actual quality. Number 3. Smucker's Natural Peanut Butter. 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. That is the entire list. No hydrogenated oils, no added sugars, no preservatives. Registered dietitians consistently recommend this brand because it meets every criterion for healthy peanut butter. Yes, the oil separates. That separation proves there is nothing artificial keeping the oil suspended. Real peanut butter separates, while fake peanut butter stays smooth because of additives. The price is around $4 to $5 at most grocery stores, and it is available everywhere. For seniors managing cholesterol, this contains only natural fats from peanuts. It contains monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that support heart health. For diabetics, no added sugars means no unnecessary glucose spikes. Refrigerate after opening. Stir before use. Accept that minor inconvenience as the price of eating actual food. Number 2. Teddie All Natural Peanut Butter. This 100-year-old family-owned company from Massachusetts has stayed true to its roots. It has 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. You can also choose the unsalted version, with just peanuts. The peanuts come from American farms, and the company grinds them using traditional methods. No hydrogenated oils, no palm oil, no sugar, and no emulsifiers. When dietitians are asked for recommendations, Teddie appears on nearly every list. It is gluten-free, non-GMO verified, and kosher certified, around $4 to $5 per jar. It is available at major retailers, including Target. For seniors who remember when peanut butter meant just peanuts, this tastes like peanut butter should. For families teaching children what real food tastes like, Teddie provides a baseline. Quality does not require complexity. Number 1. Santa Cruz Organic Peanut Butter. When you want the cleanest option, Santa Cruz delivers verified purity. USDA certified organic peanuts. Just peanuts and 1% or less salt. 2 ingredients, both organic. The organic certification means the peanuts are grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. No glyphosate residues. Santa Cruz also maintains non-GMO project verification. 2 separate certifications ensure clean sourcing. The nutritional profile is notably better. 9 grams of protein per serving compared to 7 grams in most competitors. More peanuts means more nutrition. It does cost more, around $7 to $8 per jar. That premium reflects organic certification and quality sourcing. For immunocompromised individuals concerned about pesticide exposure, organic certification provides documented assurance. For families willing to invest in quality nutrition, that extra cost buys verified purity. Refrigerate after opening. Stir before using. Santa Cruz proves premium ingredients deliver premium results. And there you have it. From salmonella outbreaks that killed Americans to hidden sugars disguised as health food, we revealed what is really in those peanut butter jars. Corporate profits turned a simple food into a minefield. Bacterial contamination, metal fragments, chemical additives, and trans fat precursors hid behind friendly packaging and nostalgic marketing. But real options exist. You now know what to avoid and what to trust. The difference between processed peanut butter and real peanut butter is 2 ingredients versus 12. Choose wisely, read the labels. Do not trust the marketing. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More food exposes coming soon. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and keep rising.